a few days ago, I was talking to a guy in my community and he was mad. He was pissed off, frankly. And the reason why he was so mad is because this guy was desperate to start a side business and he tried multiple things over the last year or so. And most recently, he had spent the last 7 months messing with some outrageously expensive course that he'd bought, promising to teach him some crazy SEO tactic that I didn't even understand. I'll tell you how much he paid for the course in a minute. But I was asking him questions, trying to help him feel better about his situation. And I asked, okay, well, what do you do for a living? And when he told me, all I could do was shake my head because he said, I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher, which is a really common thing among teachers I've noticed. They want to get out of that profession, but that's not the point of this video. What is the point of this video is what I asked him next. I said, okay, so you're a teacher, and what do you do every day in front of your classroom? He doesn't sit there and cry, I hope. But what he told me was, he said, well, I stand up in front of my students and teach. And I said, exactly, which means you are already sitting on a validated skill. You speak in front of people every single day, so teach that. I mean, this guy, look at him. Look at my guy. That's how mad he was. He could have started a business way easier, way faster, and way cheaper by just leveraging that one skill that he already had, rather than trying to learn some new, highly technical skill and then going out into the open market and competing with people who have been practicing that skill for years. And that's what this video is about. The simplest, easiest paths to starting your online business, your own online business. No drop shipping, no vending machine schemes. You've probably seen those. No faceless YouTube channels that people are trying to get you to buy a course to learn how to do online. This is going to give you real, actual business models that pencil out and don't require you to learn anything new other than sales and marketing. So I've got 4 of them that we're going to hit in this video. And what my teacher guy, again, it is our buddy, our mad guy, what he could have done is the first thing on this list. But first, on the side of my screen, you can see some of the results that I've helped guys get doing exactly what I'm talking about in this video. I've done it over and over and over again. You can pause the video and read these results. You can go to ctsincubator.com to see more. I've got some detailed case studies on there as well. And now, business number 1, in order of simplicity and ease, with the easiest ones first, and this is the one that our teacher guy should have done, is this. Sell an expensive skill that you learned at your 9-to-5. Leverage your 9-to-5 skill to leave your 9-to-5 and sell that skill to other businesses. And that part's key. Sell it to other businesses. So again, with the teacher example, rather than buying this insane course on SEO that he bought, and I told you I'd say how much the course cost. It was $6,000. $6,000. So there you go. And that's how much this guy was in the hole. And who knows what else he tried before that. But what would have been a way easier and simpler approach for him in a growing market that he could have easily sold into is public speaking. So what you do is you're going to go to big wannabe thought leaders, pick the ones who have the worst videos on LinkedIn. And this will still be a B2B sale, by the way, usually, because these guys' businesses are paying for this content. It's a marketing expense, especially if the guys are high up in whatever company they're with. And which they should be, by the way, since that's who you want to target. You want to target people who are high up. It shouldn't take long to find people like this because they are freaking everywhere I look. So you find the guys with the wooden, terrible delivery. You'd rather listen to paint dry than listen to these guys, and you coach them one-on-one in public speaking. You make them better. I had a friend years ago who did a launch of a public speaking cohort. He did a $30,000 launch with a few $100 a head. This is something that people are actively buying. And if you're a teacher, you already have the skill. Another thing to do is find businesses. If you're doing the public speaking thing, you can sell directly to businesses if their employees, if they need their employees to speak well in order to do their job effectively. So that's like sales organizations, consulting firms, law firms, tech companies with their engineers who rarely talk to other human beings. This is a booming market. And our teacher guy, our guy, here he is. We'll go back. There he is. This guy, he's already more skilled than 95% of people on planet Earth at public speaking, just by virtue of his background and his career. So go teach that. You have a huge competitive advantage, and you're selling directly to businesses who have more money and more problems to spend that money on. Put this thing on easy mode. Stop I mean, this is what so many people do this. Stop trying to teach yourself some new skill like SEO. And stop paying $6,000 for a course for a new skill. I mean, people spend years mastering SEO. Why would you choose to compete with that when you already have a competitive advantage in something else? So another example of what I'm talking about with this is one of my clients, Don, and you can see his case study on my channel. That's not Don or that. These are AI guys. But Don Don was a high school band director who did a lot of fundraising for his job. So rather than try some new business model that he had no familiarity with, we built him a fundraising offer that he could sell to other nonprofits as a consultant, as a contractor. And he sold $10,000 for himself, for his business, in a matter of weeks. So, number one on this list, pick some skill that you have honed in your 9 to 5 over years, because then you will have a true advantage over the rest of the market, and sell it to other businesses as a service. And whether that service is done for you or done with you, in this example is less relevant. Just go out there and start offering it to people. That's it. Okay. So I've got a handy chart here that's going to show some of the other skills from your 9 to 5. You might have some of these that you can leverage to follow this model. And this is not an exhaustive list by any means. It's just to get your noodle grooving. But your company likely pays you to do something that requires some type of skill. The fact that they pay you to do that skill suggests that the skill is valuable, which also suggests that other businesses or other people will pay to learn that skill as well. So go teach that. Way easier path. Don't go buy a $6,000 SEO course. Thank you. All right. And you can save this. And this is not exhaustive list either, by the way. This is like 1% of what's out there. It's just to get you going. All right. Path number 2. Pick a skill that you didn't learn at your 9 to 5, but one that you're better at than most people already, and sell that to businesses as what we call a done for you service, which just basically means you're going to do all the work. This isn't coaching or consulting. This is you delivering a finished work product to your client, and they don't really have to do much of anything. So some examples of that. Maybe you're really organized and you're great at event planning. That's great. Most businesses throw events. So it takes a lot of time to plan these events. Or even better for you, they do it in-house, and the events are terrible. If they're not placing bids on other companies to plan the events for them. So go talk to these companies. Make them a great offer. Handle all of the headache on their behalf, all of the planning, make it easy for them. Another example is maybe you're an incredible writer. So you know what is one of the most in-demand skills in the world right now? Writing that helps businesses make money. They need content marketing. They need emails, and they aren't paying their full-time employees enough to find people who are particularly skilled at this. And that's your opportunity. I started a content marketing agency a couple years ago, selling business to business. And it was the easiest business, the fastest business that I ever got up to $20,000 a month. I mean, it took basically no selling, because people need this stuff. So pick something that you are better at than average already. That's the key. Something that you have a competitive advantage in, and then go sell that to businesses as a done for you service. And as a side note, I'm hammering on this done for you service in this example here because it's just the easiest thing to sell, because you're taking the work away from the client. So you're giving them back the gift of time. And smart people, the people you want to sell to, value their time more than anything else. So they're way more likely to take a chance on your offer. In our business model number 1 a minute ago with where's my buddy? We'll go back to him. Here he is with our teacher who honed this skill in his 9 to 5. You can do that done with you or done for you. That I'm more comfortable with that, because what you have is you've built in a social proof over the course of your career, so you can speak to real results that you got during your career at your various jobs. Whereas if you don't have that, like in this section, path number 2, a skill from outside of your career, you probably don't have the same proven track record of authority. Hence, it's going to be easier to sell just purely done for you. And one more caveat, all of these will be easier to sell. In fact, I'd go so far as to say the only thing you should try to sell at all is something that also directly ties to revenue. So you should be able to show that if the client pays you $1, they make $5 or they save $10. years or something like that. The clearer the connection you have to revenue and or profit, the easier time you're going to have selling this thing. Okay. So now we're at number 3, which is, oh yeah, this is why done for you services sell easily. Look, he's tied to revenue. He's literally tied to money. That's what you want to do. Can you do that? If you can, you're good. So number 3, sell a skill that you didn't learn at your 9 to 5, but where you're better at than most people, and sell that to businesses as a done with you. This is coaching consulting. So the last one was done for you. That's why it's a little higher up on this list. The next one, I'm gonna allow you to do. What is going on here? I didn't even look at this. The whiteboard of confusion. He must be getting some sort of point across. But number 3, sell a skill that you didn't learn at your 9 to 5. You're better at than most people. Sell that as a done with you coaching consulting offer. So like the teacher in my first, if the teacher from beginning, the angry guy, who's also the thumbnail of this video, hopefully it made you click. If that guy was just really good at public speaking, but he didn't have years of documented professional experience that he could point to, then he'd fall into this category. Okay, still viable. Another example of this category is, oh my, yeah, that could be you. If you're a woman watching this, you could be like this woman. Maybe you're just a health nut. Another example. So you're ripped, you're in great shape. You can go to small, medium-sized businesses in your area and offer wellness classes or training programs. A lot of these businesses are paying really high insurance premiums for employee health insurance. And if they enact some sort of corporate wellness program, those premiums go down. So there you go. You're tied to their margins, to their profit. If you can save a company money or help them make more money, that is the golden ticket to start these types of sales conversations. It's going to make sales so much easier. In fact, I'm going to emphasize that point one more time before you hear. Out of all the things on this list, which if you've noticed so far, they're selling your existing skills directly to businesses, the easiest ones to sell by far, are things that give a company a clear ROI. So pay me $1, I save you 10, I make you 8, I make you 10, whatever. That's the kind of stuff. If you can do that, you are set. No SEO skills, no vending machine scheme necessary. Just, well, you already have something that companies value. Go sell it to businesses. And then finally, number 4, the last one on our list. You're going to take an existing skill, whether it's from your 9 to 5 or elsewhere, and you're going to sell it directly to consumers. So this is the first one that isn't business to business. You're going to sell directly to consumers as a coaching or as a consulting offer. And this is last on the list because out of all of them, it's the most difficult. It just is. Hate to break it to you. If you dreamed of being a coach, direct business to consumer, direct to consumer, you can do it. It works. And I've done it. A ton of my clients have done it. It's just go into it with your eyes open and know it's going to be harder, because selling to individuals, they're not used to spending a lot of money on this type of thing. It especially like the higher up, the higher ticket prices you go, a business is used to spending big money to solve their problems. Individuals just aren't. But it's still, even though it's harder, it's not as hard as trying to teach yourself SEO and spending $6,000 on a course and spending 7 months pulling your hair out. So if you can help individuals, the best place to start, if you're going this route, is the big 3. Really, this is the only thing. So if you can help them in their health, their wealth, or their relationships, and you can get them a tangible, measurable result based on my offer framework. So you can see my video with, it says 6-part offer framework in the title. Go watch that. You can start selling right now. If you can do that, you can start selling right now today. Okay. So I'm going to stop. I'm trying to make these videos shorter because I'm still new to this. I don't know what I'm doing. There she is again. Look, go be a fitness coach for small businesses and help them save money on their health insurance. All right. I'm still new at YouTube. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I think the info is good. So I hope you enjoy it. I love YouTube so far. It's my favorite platform by far right now. PS to post content on. If you like this video, give me a like, smash subscribe. That you got to say smash, right? You can't just say click, because that's not as action oriented as smash. Smash subscribe and bang on your keyboard to leave me a comment, and click the link in the video description where I'll send you to my email list. You can get emails from me where I teach this stuff in bite-sized chunks almost every day. Seriously, my emails are like 300 words or less. I'm strict about that. And so go get on that, and I will see you in your inbox and on YouTube and on LinkedIn and Twitter, X, whatever. I'll see you around. I appreciate you. Goodbye.